22 days left of the transfer window. Manchester United getting busy. Well, we hope we're getting busy. We're going to bring you all the latest this morning here, but we are going to strengthen. That's the word. Left back, centre midfield. That's the talking points. We're going to get into the latest on this. I'm going to start with the David Raum situation because The Athletic have also reported on this now. There has been a lot of talk on this. In fact, the David Raum conversation goes all the way back to April. Before the season actually finished, he was on United's radar. Now, a lot of this has been obviously linked with Christopher Vivell, Manchester United's head of recruitment, his ties to German football, in particular RB Leipzig and the Red Bull Group, where Raum is actually playing right now. He's got 1 year left on his contract. This is an Ineos signing. It works out perfect for them. There is also a release clause, which you can see going across the bottom of your screen there, of 34 million. I think I've said yesterday when this news came back, and then I've looked at it a little bit more and gone into a bit more detail on the Raum situation, and The Athletic also reporting at it that preliminary talks have taken place with the player's agent over a potential move. I think Vivell would be heavily involved in that. I did say, however, that 34 million is a bit steep for a player with 1 year left on his contract with zero Premier League experience. Look, he's a German international. He's going to be, I feel, solid enough to be a player behind Luke Shaw. I don't think he's going to take Luke Shaw's place. He's going to be obviously going up against him and trying to work his way in as the number one choice at left back. It's going to take him time, but we have got the opportunity this season to bed him in as such. He's 28. Experience is there. He's not one for the ultimate future, like the 10 years down the line, like what we were saying with the likes of Lewis Hall and Miles Lewis-Skelly. There has been this pivot from Manchester United again, and let's just go through the Raum situation and the headlines. Like I said before, this was the headline back on the 14th of April, and Graham Bailey was reporting on this one as well. United are considering a move for David Raum as they continue assessing options to strengthen their defensive depth. Raum attacking output and consistency, making him an attractive profile and serious target. The contracts, the release clause and everything like that wasn't even brought up in conversations back in April. This has obviously come to the fore because Manchester United have missed out on top targets, and now we're looking into other players with a little bit more depth. We have to.
Now let's back the whole story about David Raum. Manchester United could sign an assist king at left back after missing out on Lewis Hall, and a report has outlined why the move would be excellent news for Benjamin Sesko. Many of the headlines at Old Trafford this summer have revolved around the midfield rebuild. Andre Santos and Yuri Tielemans have been banked, and Man United fully intend to add one before declaring the overhaul complete. However, the club's pursuit of a new left back to compete with and eventually displace Luke Shaw has come to the fore in recent weeks. Man United's no one target was no secret, with Newcastle's Lewis Hall, their ideal capture. However, on the back of selling Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, and Anthony Gordon, Newcastle have determined enough is enough and said no more. Man United did recently make an approach, but Newcastle's not for sale stance was put forward and it's not for changing. Michael Carrick's side have shown interest in Arsenal's Miles Lewis-Skelly, but he's not available for transfer this summer either. Accordingly, Man United could now step up attempts to sign RB Leipzig and Germany left back David Raum. David Raum, an option for Man United. Our colleagues over on Team Talk previously brought news of Man United weighing up a move for Raum ahead of the summer window opening its doors. The 28-year-old is known for his tireless running up and down the left flank as well as his penchant for providing an assist. Over the past 3 seasons at Leipzig, Raum has grabbed 28 assists across all competitions, some of which were provided to current Man United frontman Benjamin Sesko during his own stint in Leipzig. And according to a fresh update from The Athletic, Raum is an option for United on the back of Newcastle closing the doors to Hall's sale. Furthermore, the report went on to highlight the qualities Raum would bring and also name-checked Sesko as a player who could benefit from his arrival in England. That's the new reports on Man United's summer plan. Now I want to hear from you. Should United go for him? Comment down below. Now let's continue with another story.
Charles going to Fulham has obviously brought about more news and talk of Sander Berge, because I don't see United going for Tyler Adams at the price that Bournemouth are now quoting from what we heard last week. which was approximately 50 million. That's just ridiculous. And United, they go for that with the injury record that he has got, but would be off their rockers. And I would be really disappointed if United went for Tyler Adams. And that's not to say that he isn't capable or not a good player. I just don't want another injury-prone player. His record is worse than Mason Mount's over the last 3 years. That should tell you everything you need to know about Tyler Adams. Sander Berge, a lot better. I'm not saying he's without injury or knocks, things like that, but I'm not worried that he's going to be out for 7-8 weeks every single season. And he does bring the quality. His numbers and his coverage on the pitch is phenomenal. His work rate is fantastic. He is composed. He is a good passer of the ball. I don't think Fulham are going to be overly concerned if Sander Berge leaves. No, I don't think so, which tells us a lot about this transfer again. And this is probably where Manchester United are at. He's a squad player. And that's what's going to come in these last few weeks of the transfer window.
With Michael Carrick at the helm, United intensify transfer talks for Fulham's Sander Berge as the club seeks proven Premier League talent and eyes further reinforcements this summer. Manchester United have set their sights on Fulham's Sander Berge as the summer transfer window heats up, with the 28-year-old Norwegian midfielder emerging as a prime candidate to reinforce the Red Devils' midfield. The club's intent is clear: rebuild and revamp a midfield in flux, with new head coach Michael Carrick determined to shape a squad ready for both Premier League and Champions League challenges in the 2026-27 season. Berge, currently representing Norway at the 2026 World Cup in North America, has become the subject of intense scrutiny from United's recruitment team. According to The Athletic, United are running the rule over Berge, viewing him as a Premier League proven option who could step in as a replacement for Manuel Ugarte should the Uruguayan depart Old Trafford this summer. The club's midfield overhaul is well underway. Meanwhile, Manchester United are working on a deal to sign Leicester teenager Louis Page. The 18-year-old midfielder, who was named EFL Apprentice of the Year last season, is viewed as one of the most exciting talents outside the top flight. An England under 2-0 international, Page has already made 21 senior appearances for the Foxes, including 5 starts last season as they were relegated from the Championship, and his most recent coming in the Carabao Cup win over Northampton on Saturday. Talks over an agreement are understood to be ongoing. Arsenal and Aston Villa have shown a big interest too in Page, who turned 18 last month, in recent weeks. Page could now become the latest Leicester prospect that leaves the club after forward Jeremy Monga, 17, joined Manchester City. The youngster signed professional terms with the Foxes in September 2025, meaning United need to agree a transfer fee with the League One side. At the time of signing that contract, Leicester described him as one of the brightest talents in our system. He joined the club at under 9S and made his senior debut against Huddersfield Town in the Carabao Cup in August 2025. Thanks for watching. But if you want to stay updated on everything happening at Manchester United, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our latest updates.